Yo, it's your boy Lou. I come back at it again with another video. In this video, I'll be giving you guys my full thoughts on Pokemon Journeys episode 132, the Finals 4 Partner. And I'll be doing this video a little bit differently than I normally do because I usually script out everything, but I kind of just want to give you guys my raw thoughts on this episode. And it being the final episode of the Masters Day Tournament, I thought it'd be fitting to just change up the style and give you guys just my raw thoughts. So, Ash did it. He actually won. And while I'm honestly happy that he won, and I'm really, grateful that he won, it's been a 25-year process, I'm just genuinely upset of how it happened. Don't get me wrong, this battle was amazing, the episode was also greatly animated, the OST was fantastic, and all the cameos we got were nothing short of perfection, honestly. It's just the way Ash seemingly got handed everything possible just to make him win, that kind of upsets me. So of course, Leon wanting to battle Ash at full power gives Ash the ability to use all three mechanics, which is great and all, and even then the battle was still extremely close. After Ash's Z move ends and Leon's G-Max ends, fine, Leon's at the advantage, he's got 2 Pokemon to Ash's 1, he's kinda got the momentum going his way, and Eternatus comes and gives them both an extra G-Max. Okay, great, that's another thing in Ash's favor. Leon then decides to recall his Charizard and G-Max Cinderace instead, and instead of opting for Max Quake, goes for a different move. Had he just gone for Max Quake, the battle would have ended right then and there. But fine, Leon, he just lost a few brain cells, it happens, whatever. Then on top of that, Charizard does knock down Pikachu, but then the power of friendship just brings him back. And just a quick note, the power of friendship scene was great. It almost made me cry, like seeing the original series Pokemon and seeing all the Pokemon unofficially belonging to Ash, like Larvitar and Solgaleo. It was just great to see. I'm not gonna lie, that scene was beautifully done. I'm just saying it's another way that they handed Ash a victory, that's all I mean. And then Pikachu comes back, goes full on Super Saiyan, and finally knocks out Charizard and wins. My point is, why was Charizard Leon's last Pokemon versus Ash? He conveniently used his second Leaf versus Elan, and third versus Diantha, but this time, of course, the only way we can make Ash win, make Charizard his last Pokemon. Also, his Rillaboom is his second to last Pokemon, which that basically also swept Diantha, and did a lot of damage to Elan too. So with all of those things, it just really seems like this was the only way they could make Leon lose. And again, I'm super happy Ash won. Great, I'm super glad, awesome. It's just the way that he did it is what doesn't sit right with me. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, and I don't want to cause any hate because again, I really am happy that Ash won. It's just the way that they did it. I just feel like Leon should have honestly won, but there were just too many things not going my boy Leon's way. That being said, finally we get to see May and Max on screen. Beautiful, chef's kiss. Thank you so much, Pokemon, for bringing them back. We got to see Sillin in the main anime finally after him being referenced in that Rocket Radio episode. The only thing that upsets me is that we didn't get to see Harrison. How could they do this to me after everything that we've gone through? We don't get to see Harrison. Really sad face. Also no Cameron, no Tobias, but whatever. This was a great episode because it also kind of parallels his first league loss versus Richie. In that battle, his Charizard loses to Pikachu, but in this time, he wins with Pikachu against Leon's Charizard. So that was a cool little parallel there. Going back to Ash's insane Journeys track record, it's just kind of crazy if you think about his only loss in the entire World Coronation series was to be in these 2 unnamed trainers in an episode. But besides that, he has not lost in 132 episodes. Only 1 major loss, and that's incredibly crazy to think about. And in fact, Pikachu only lost to Graplock and Spiritomb. So those 2 Pokemon deserve the true MVPs of the Masters Day Tournament because dang, they were crazy. Speaking of Pikachu's crazy track record, I'm just going all over the place again. This is unscripted. Ash's journey to even make it to Leon was crazy if you think about it because he beat Steven with a Z move upgrade out of nowhere just to beat Mega Metagross. And then of course versus Cynthia, she had the opportunity to go for Max Mindstorm, but she opted not to, and then her Mega Garchomp, who has been her side Pokemon since she was a literal child, since before Ash was even basically born, just happened to lose to Lucario. Okay, so it's just crazy. Ash's journey here, sometimes the underdog deserves everything, and this guy just got handed everything, and I'm happy for Ash to finally win. Another cool parallel was seeing that Morpeko went finally full belly mode for the first time in the entire Masters Day Tournament. We saw him eating for it's been literally over 16 episodes now that this man's been eating, and he's finally satisfied, and that just kind of, a nice parallel to concluding the tournament and all that stuff. And just a couple cool facts here is that this is the first time that we see Ash's Lapras he hasn't appeared in almost 1,000 episodes, which is crazy. Seeing Pidgeot and Primeape again was really cool. We did see them 444 episodes earlier, which is also insane. And then Gujo, who hasn't appeared since the last episode of XY. Another fun fact is that this episode features 20 human main characters, which is the highest amount in any episode to this point. Of course, basically, I'm pretty sure every main character was in this episode, and they even threw in Alexa, because why not? Let's just have an Alexa here, because she is the only traveling companion that traveled between Ash to other regions, besides Brock and Misty, of course. But yeah, I don't know what she was doing here, but it was interesting to see her nonetheless. And let's not forget that Eternatus also is no longer with Leon, and he went back into the wild, so he's no longer part of Leon's team. So that's not going to happen. Which is why I'm kind of happy that I made my video of Ash's legendary Pokemon versus Leon's Eternatus. If you guys want to see that, click on the card up above, or just go on my channel and click that. It's a really fun video that I made, so I really recommend you check it out. So with all this hate that I have towards Ash winning, you guys must be thinking that my rating is going to be incredibly low. And if that is the case, then you're right. I'm giving this episode a 10 out of 10. It should actually be 100 out of 10, so it is pretty low comparatively. But it was a great episode. You know, of course, the way that it happened sucks, but this is a singular episode, man. This episode had beautiful animation, literally the best in all of Journeys. The OST was great, the cameos were great. That little flashback scene of all of Pikachu's best friends just cheering him on, all of Ash's Pokemons. Oh, just so heartwarming. It genuinely made me tear up almost. 10 out of 10 episode, like there's nothing else to say. If anybody does not give this a 10 out of 10 episode, I genuinely don't understand, because even me, who, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys know that I've been just rooting for Leon all week, and he ended up losing. Even I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 episode, because objectively it was just a perfect episode. There's not much else to say about that. Again, I do wish Leon won, but we didn't. But yeah, now looking forward to what's going to happen with Ash. Like, how does Ash continue in the Pokemon anime? It's very hard to tell. As the World Monarch now, what's going to happen? Hopefully, what we can see him do is just take a backseat role and either be a mentor to the next main character, or have him be like a side plot of him defending his World Monarch. Maybe we get another Masters 8 tournament in the next Pokemon anime series, if there is one, because there's no reason why we couldn't get one. That could be a nice little interlude whenever they need to, like, you know, have a break from the regular anime. They could just pop in another, you know, 16 episode Masters 8 tournament arc. I don't think anybody would be mad about that. Do you guys think that Ash truly deserved to win? But let me know in the comments. I'd love to get a discussion. You know, that's like the best part about anipoke. And if you want to continue the anipoke discussions, go ahead and click on the Discord link in the pinned comment. Join the Pichu Bros Posse server. We can talk about this. And next week there's no episode, but you know what there is? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet coming out. And I'm going to be playing that a bunch with everybody on the Discord, so please go ahead and join the link and come play with us. It's going to be so much fun. I also want to know if you guys think there's going to be another Anipoke series after this one, and if there is, do you think Ash is going to return as a main character, yes or no? Please let me know in the comments discussion. I really can't wait for the remainder of Pokemon Journeys. We have 3 episodes remaining, more or less. It's not confirmed, but it looks like we have about 3 episodes remaining. And the next 2 episodes are featuring Project Mew, which, hey, you know, I love Project Mew. I've said it all this time. I thought Project Mew was way more interesting than the World Coronation series, if I'm being honest. And Grookey's in it, so, you know, that's always a plus one for me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was really fun to give out my pure thoughts. I know it was a little scattered-shotted and everything was out of order and no really cohesive sentences, but I just really like thinking this way. It feels more raw and more, you know, podcasty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know if you guys want future episode reviews to be like this, or do you guys like the normal format of me recapping and like giving my thoughts and then the predictions, like the format that I already have going, or is this scatterbrained way a little better for you guys? I don't know, honestly. So I just wanted to do this one for this special episode. Again, Ash is finding the champion. Good job on him. I still wish that Leon won, but I'm never going to be salty because Ash is still the champion. The only thing I'll be salty about is that Harrison's not the champion, but we can all be salty about that some other time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far into the video, I truly appreciate you. And as always, it's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.
またバトルしよう。